Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermore. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Bam! Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you by generous and continuing support from our good friends over at indiecd.org. Yes, indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, musicians, artists. Basically, if you have a dream and you want to get it done, you go there. If you are a creator looking for a place that is safe from the being zucked for selling your stuff or being loomed over by Elon's ex, go there for a one-time fee of $40, which seems like a lot, guys. I know it's a hit, but for $40, you can have lifetime support. All right? I have a link in the chat, in the description, not in the chat, where you can go, get set up. I get a small kickback, which is nice. Not going to lie. Unky Nick likes a little bit in the bank. And then you are part of a community that has an amazing calendar. Now, I'm going to tell you the importance of this calendar, guys. And this is, reach out for the vendors, because even if you're not involved with Indie CD, you can find this calendar. What is on the calendar? It are events that members are going to, conventions members are planning on attending, basically as soon as they attend. Why does that matter to you, dear viewers? Because now you can find out when conventions are happening before they happen. So please consider that. Where am I? Oh, I already brought it down. Cool. We are also made possible by sales of, that's not the pile I'm looking for yet. The simple sword, the fighting axe, the simple spear. All of these are part of my ongoing, yes, ongoing, and trust me, it will be ongoing. We're going to get into that. Series of books about the basics of Western martial arts. These books will help you go from having never handled a sword to being able to teach the art to others. Also, we're going to talk about two of my games, both Melee and, yes, the BSR Core Rulebook. Big stompy robots. Folks, you don't know, but this early fall is going to be the season of BSR. Just as soon as I get past dealing with the convention stuff that I'll be talking about in a moment, but Big Stompy Robots, the quick to play, easy to learn, fun, blowing stuff military tactics game set on the distant world of Praxis 5, where giant war machines walk like gods across the battlefield. This, my friends, is going to bring you there. Everything you love about games like Battletech or Cav or MechWarrior for you digital types, or even Front Mission, but with simpler rules, easy framework, and guys, you can use your own minis. Although, if you want the right minis, we may be working on something on that too, because I have more irons on the fire than an 8-arm blacksmith. So, with that, and mentioning Through the Thinning Veil, 7 great stories to chill your bones, I have to get going on what my accountability is and get into it. And then I have a couple birthday announcements that need to be discussed. First wise, my accountability between when we last met and today has been different. What I mean is I have been taking that time to do a little bit of research. I did the number crunching last time, right? And I found some good things and I found some bad things. So, once you've crunched these numbers, and I do prefer to look at lifetime sales more overall than the annual, because they can be a little. I've been looking into. I spent Monday's accountability studying these numbers. I've spent Wednesdays doing research. Yes, guys, if you want to be in a business, if you want to be a writer, you have to be researching not just what you're writing about, which is great, but the act and mechanics of selling. So I've been up to my eyeballs in that, and I've been working out of this. This, my friends, is my new brain. Longtime friends and people have known me know it is customary that I keep a notepad on me at just about all times. This is about $5, I think. It's between $5 and $7. I bet it's cheaper online, but I got it on Menards because I had a gift card kind of thing. It's Rite, RITE, in the rain, all weather, universal, number 954. It doesn't take to certain kinds of ink, but it loves the pencil. There's a list, if you look it up, of what works for it. But this is basically water resistant, rain resistant. It just works. And it has the best paper I think I've ever seen. And I was showing it to Joe. Here, I'll show some blank stuff so you guys don't get to see all my plans. What it is lined paper with ghost written verticals for graph paper as well. This is amazing stuff. And I need to see if that type of paper is copywritten or not, because I have some thoughts on that. But I've been studying a fellow online, and I'm going to have to look up his name real quick because I can't quite remember his name, but give me a chance. Like videos, because he'll be in my. Okay, his name is Sean Dowlett. And he is allegedly, and I'm still researching the fellow, made a lot of money publishing through KDP. And he's talking about ways to improve your books. And I realized that I may be susceptible to that. I have some private chats I need to check real quick. What are those? Oh, okay. Thank you, Joe. The Joe has sent me links which we can put out into the chat for a similar book from Amazon. So what I will do is just put the link in the chat, and I'll put book, so I know which it is, and then I will just put no, not there. Sorry, guys. Paste. Okay. Now, I put the links in the chat for the folks who are wondering about it. I don't have the fancy pen, and my book is not the hard copy looking wonder that Joe has shared, but it's very nice. Now, getting back on what I was looking at. What we want to talk about, I want to talk some actual business, real old-fashioned publishing advice that I looked into, and I noticed the difference in why some of my books sell and some of my books don't. And I think this might be of value to you guys. I know it's not the shenanigans you're used to, but once in a while we have to talk about these techniques. And the first one is making sure that our keywords, wherever we're publishing them, are search engine optimized. So we need to stop and think not necessarily what the book is about, but what people will be looking for in the search engine to get to our books. And the importance of subtitles, because according to him in some research, subtitles allow you to add more keywords outside of the 7 that KDP allows you. Now, this is focused on KDP because that's currently where I live. Yes, I'm planning on branching out, but not before I get my house in order over here. The other thing that he mentioned is niching down. Now, this is a great concept for if you're looking to write something for the purpose of making money, not just the purpose of writing and telling what you want. And I know, again, we're going through some business this hump day, but I want to educate sometimes, and I think it's necessary. Niching down is why my sword fight manuals are so prolific compared to my my fiction. There's the more you can niche down to exactly what your audience wants, the less competition you have getting there. So if you're doing high content stuff is writing a actual novel, doing nonfiction, textbooks, things like that. What most of us create is high content stuff. Knowing your niche of what it is, as targeted as you can get, puts you in a place where you have less conflict with other writers or other people. Now, there are some extensions you can download to see where you are placed in how your books are selling and how people who are writing similar things, books are selling. I am experimenting with those, so hit me up Friday, and I'll be able to look into it more. By going through and making sure your book is search engine optimized and it is you've niched it down as much as possible, is going to refine a lot on our sales. The next set of options that we're talking about is the importance of the first 30 days. Because on Amazon, the first 30 days are ranked heavier. You get a temporary bump during your first 30 days of having a book published. So you want to time your release properly. You want to promote and hype before, get it out, and you want as many clicks, sales, and reviews as you can get, especially from the people who associate with you, to ensure that you guys get Amazon to recognize it. Now, one thing that people have been that is very popular, according to him and according to some things I've done, is free books for reviews. So basically, if you can give out a free copy, many times digital, to people and say, "Here's the copy, please review it." It's something I do. Uh, you can get more clicks, get more matters, and especially since the folks who are in the chat are involved here, you can always send me your stuff. I may be able to get to it, I may not, because I am very busy. But I am trying to provide free ad space to people. I need to redo my own ads because I promote everybody else, and then I forget to do ads for me. But then beyond that, cover quality and the graphic design for the covers of your books is a vital thing. So I may be doing some tweaking to several of my covers in the near future. I may be doing some tweaking to my descriptions and seeing if I can add subtitles without it being without it messing the whole shebang up, to see if I can't get a boost in sales that way. If this works, I will happily pass down every step I've done, everything change I made to you guys so that you can do similar, so that we can get more sales across the board. So yes, lots of research, establishing a starting point where I am, moving to go, okay, this is where I am, where do I want to be, and move forward. Now, that's the grind business worky stuff. I'm also, and I want to put a shout out both to Amanda Tockert and to Trelena Bachman, loves of my life. You guys know who you are. You guys hounded me to get the book done and refused to look at it till the first draft was done. And you begged and threatened and cajoled. So now it's time, dear ladies, whom I adore, to read my first draft. Give me the notes. Yes, I am yelling at you, but it's done with love. So that I can clear this off my board, because I have a lot more things going on. While I'm working on that, I am going to go over the formatting and delightful art and delightfulness of a couple of the nearly finished products that I have that I'm going to be putting out fairly rapidly. I'm not giving you a date because right now I'm still shuffling the order of operations around. But by taking time, and it's funny, I'm a complete pantser when it comes to writing, but I believe in order and discipline when it comes to publishing. So when I'm done, I want to make sure everything's in order so I can get it out. I want my table at indiecd.com to have a wide spread of interesting items for my viewers. And I need to check my con sales, because the other trick I have found is what sells at cons may not sell online as well, and you have to balance those numbers out. To the vendors who are coming to indiecd.com February 24th, if you go to the vendor secret group that I set up for all of you guys, you can get the contract. It is set up as a file to make it easy for everybody so that you can get it. If you're having trouble getting it, let me know. I'll send you the PDF. We are setting up a contract in part so that it's fair, and in part so that we can prevent some issues that happened, because at other cons that we've seen. This is a family-friendly event. Children are being actively invited to this convention. That means things like nudity needs to be covered if you're a comic book artist. Know who you're selling to. and a few other basic doodads that just need to be in to prevent idiocy later. So that's all on the plate. I've been busy. Now we're getting to the fun stuff. There are 2 birthday announcements that need to be discussed. One is a classic homage, one is deep in my heart. The first birthday that needs to be discussed is J.R.R. Tolkien's birthday is today. And apparently there is a tradition worldwide that 9 a.m. local time, you hold your drink up and you give a toast to the professor. I think that is a beautiful concept, and I intend to try to honor it. I invite you to as well. Now, it's not okay. You know, I'm jumping way ahead, but I saw a comment that Johnny put up. We aren't forbidding nudity. We're saying it has to be covered in such a way that only, it can be only accessed by adults. It can't be up on, billboards. Okay. I do not like censorship, but we have to do some things for the legal and shenanigans. So I am actually addressing that. Johnny, if you were here, your stuff would be up. Plus, you are capable of doing stuff that's spicy without being inappropriate. I trust you. Now, let's get to the other one because the other announcement's far better. Today is our own Rothmill's birthday. So, one of the most delightful ladies ever to cross my path. It is her birthday. We all should celebrate it, and it is Wednesday. So, we want to. We'll be doing some art. There may be some gift art done for Kat. I don't know if she's in the chat yet. I don't usually read the chat. It just goes on the side, and then I get to it. But there might be some gift art for Kat if we can get to it. I also want to explain something. This month, my videos may be running a bit later than normal because I have found out that our dear Nita and Daphne are taking the month off from their morning show, as it happens occasionally so that they aren't burnt out. This means we don't need to have you guys hop off immediately at 11 o'clock, lest I fear the wrath of Daph. That was poetical. Anyway, so with that, guys, I want to know your accountability, what you're working on, and what you're educating yourselves to do to improve. Because I've always said the worst mistake anyone can make is an investigated life. And that's not the word I usually use, but it's close enough. An unexamined life. You need to know what's going on in your life so you can decide if you like it and you can improve it if you don't. I'm not big on seasonal cute resolutions. I believe if you want to change something, you change it right now and you work hard at it. Right now, I am, things I am changing. I'm approaching my stuff with a much harder business line. I'm approaching my health differently. I'm trying to get a lot more back, a lot more order in my world. And that's what I've been working towards. And that's what I'm going to continue working towards. At some point, you'll see a change back here. I want that set up. Part of that was it will be shifted because I'm going to have a very special event at my home called Screw It Day, which, before you guys take it wrong and think I need to flash not the green room, Screw It Day will be a day where I mount all the things on the walls. Again, don't take that wrong. Put up pictures of my art, put up the devices I've been meaning to hang for the walls, assorted hangers and stuff, and do some repairs that I put off because I lived in a rental, non-controlled situation that even 5 years later, I'm twitchy about, oh no, I might put a hole in the wall. So I'm liberating myself from that. But I want to know what you guys are up to. So we're going to run an ad And we're going to run a special ad, and then we're going to run our standard ad, and then we're going to get right into the goodies. Okay? Because as good as I am, and folks, I'm good. I'm pretty dang good at what I do. No one is better than the folks in my chat. So let's get going on that, right?
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Now, before I get into Joe's ad, because you know Joe's ad's coming, he keeps the lights on around here. Special shout out to Kat Rothermel. Please, my dear, my muse, light of the Northwest Indiana sky. Please give me the information where people may purchase those books. Because one, you are one of the most talented educators I've ever known, and I want to see other people have access to your wisdom. And two, you need more money. You deserve more money. Let's see if we can't help get some greenbacks in your bank. Okay? I know I'm playing my cards right on the table, folks. But if you want help with what you're doing, you want to make sure that your books are selling and you want to meet the best creatives out there, you're just going to have to go here. I totally wasn't just rocking out to that in any way, shape, or form. No, I would never do such a thing. Anyway, I don't have some commercials I keep around completely as dance party breaks. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, we're going right into the chat. First one through the door at 9:23. You guys were late on this one. Hi, everyone. Hi, Alex Creation. Can't wait to see you, my buddy, at ndcd.com. I'll see you sooner, though, at the RPG night this month for Fowler's Benton County Public Library's teen program. You know, I don't know if this guy's going to show up or not. He might show up again because you guys may have to just deal with the fact that there's a giant bone dragon straddling the town you hoped to defend and possibly eating some of your favorite NPCs. They may be in great peril and you don't even know their names. I'm sorry, I'm feeding off of Schadenfreude right now. Anyhow, I just woke up at like 9. I'm already tired. Probably haven't woken up yet, though. It happens. And working on my drawings and paintings. Yes, need to email Nick to show him some sneak peeks to some stuff for the con in February. Yes, and check your email. I sent you a copy of the contract and some questions/advice that may be useful to you, my dear friend. Now, insert Nick promoting of the con. Of course I'm going to, well, if you ask, it will happen. The Indie Creator Con, also known as IndieCD.con, is going to be at the, it has a couple names, but the Purdue Extension Building, also known as the Annex Building, in Fowler, Indiana, February 24th, 2024, 10 till 10. Vendors, it's a $50 table fee. It looks, we have 10 people filled up. I have to see how much more room we have, so I'm putting a slight pause on the new people because we had some people, including Luke Stone, pop up, say they want in, Damian Waldgren. So assuming everything works, we may have our fill of 6-foot tables already set up. This, of course, is a thing of great delight. I am working to get the floor plans set up and everything else. We will be meeting with some folks to discuss the promotion of this. We may be getting a spot on WFLI. We're working to try to get this event out so that we can promote you guys, the great creators, and ourselves. I mean, rest assured, I'd like to make and have what, I would love to have. However, the only way that that's going to happen is if you guys help support it. So, if you can't afford, by the way, to attend, or you don't have time, that's fine. If you have swag, giveaways, bookmarks, pins, etc., reach out to Dawn Dulas. She is starting to provide a small service where, for a fee to cover table fees, she will put and promote your work, your swag, and the works attached to it. So please reach out to her. The reason I'm not handling that is I want to encourage Dawn to go out and possibly do this at other conventions as her financial situation adjusts. Likewise, I'm bugging my dear friend Alec to do some similar things. So back to the comments. And let's find where I was. Grins, yep, you got it. I was on the wrong day. It happens, Woke. Hey, Alec and Woke, and it's good to see. Wait. Wait. You're just going to come in here? Wait. You're going to come in here and you're going to talk to them and not say hi to me first. Well, my dear Dawn, I see you're in the mood to misbehave today, and I'm not sure I'm going to put up with it. So you need to sit down, have yourself a nice cigar, and think about what you've done, young lady. I do not like to have to repeat myself. So, good morning, Donna. And hello, Donna, Alec, and hey, Woke, good to see you. Good morning, Don. We got greetings from Carl. Hey, Carl. Pardon me while I chastise your lady. It happens. Hey, what's man, dude? Hey, Carl. Accountability, still more pages of notes than actual type pages of spy novel, which explains why I was not so motivated. But I'm working on it. One day at a time, my good sir. One day, one session at a time. Get it done. I have faith in you. And Joe Bachman is saying howdy, folks. And I say howdy to Joe. He seems to be having something going on in his home. It may be paranormal. I don't know. Joe, wave your hand if you're in danger. Okay, he doesn't seem to be in danger. Hi, Donna, says Alec. We got greetings, and everybody's greeting each other. The drawing today had a flying cat. No, just no. First off, I love flying cats. I've done a fake magic card with flying cats. I was requested to draw a flying cat, which gave us a really fun image that I actually have to send out. I have to set up as possibly a a coloring book. That is in my to-dos. Tolerable. Anyway, Carl says we cleaned up the library downstairs yesterday, which switched Calvin into wild mode. He was practically flying around, jumping on shelves, lying behind books, lines of books. Lines of books? We all love a good line of books. Let's see. And we've got accountability from the Independent Creator Directory. The Burning is Love is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, featuring the tunes of Dan Hollifield. Comments read by Don and Joe, cussing at the wood, pen, and design, like usual. So regular Wednesday evening, Joe? Indeed. Yup. Cool. And not Joe Bachman, the Burning and accountability. The Burning is Love tonight. Lamau. Who let not Joe out of his cage again? I support Joe's efforts to clone people because, amongst his other plans is to send me an emotional support tray, which is, a wonderful, wonderful thing to find knocking at your door. However, the early models have proven, how we say, problematic. But that's okay, not Joe. You're still nice. Anyway, more accountability. In cleaning the library, I found my old clip art book with old-fashioned writing clips. Scanning them in now, at least the good ones. Splendid, sir. Accountability. I've been lazy. Oh, no. We can't have that. You've been lazy, sir. We're going to have to talk about that. You're better than that. You can do more. Now, don't beat yourself up, because beating yourself up just wastes more time. But get off your butt and do what you want done, because the world is changing, and we need to decide how much of that change we want to be positive and for ourselves. I don't want people to be caught up in the gloom and doom of the big news and other things. I want you guys to be elevated. I want you guys to succeed. Because one thing we learned in 2020, many of us independent creators learned this. When the world is going to heck and everything is spooky, the people with the courage to keep creating, keep doing things are the ones who prosper. Fortune favors the bold. So, sir, mount up. Man, suddenly it started to feel like a clear, bright night with a clear, bright moon. Anyway, it's okay, Woke. I've been lazy for months here. Carl. Donna says, I'm still lazy. Yes, Donna, but you're sitting on a backlog of like 20 some odd books. So what you are doing, my dear, is in the flow. In the past, you did the hustle. And now you are in the flow. You are in the second state of natural energy, and there is nothing wrong with that. I know how you work. I'm still lazy. No. You put in your time for some projects, and now you're carefully releasing the rest. There is a wisdom to it. Wilk says, I was doing so good, lost motivation, but got a flash last night. Gonna write when I get off work. That's what I'm talking about. That right there. You stumble, you fall, you lose your motivation, you lose your hope. It gets grim. Happens to all of us. But then, dear viewers, then you put your hands and do one more, you get up off the ground and go, you know what? I got an idea. Now, an idea alone is worth it. I have so many people who come up to me. I have this great idea for a book, or great idea for a game, or great idea for a thing. Until you do something with it, or you apply money for me to do something with it, ideas are diddly. They are a seed. They are important. But brothers and sisters, you have to plant that seed, water that seed, and fertilize that seed. And fortunately, I am full of fertilizer most days of the week and happy to provide a little bit. So let's get you going and get you back on the path of righteousness again and to God bless America again. Those are the words of the great philosopher Charlie Daniels. I'll share some artwork I got back. Exquisite, sir. Cool. And we're joined by Thesis. Hello, Bladed Thesis. How you doing? Now, a lot of folks get lazy toward the ends of the year and then get motivation back after the hectic holidays are over. I know I fell off a couple weeks ago on things. That's fine. That's the past. Can't change it. Future's what you got to build. Let's get building. Let's do it. Come on. Fire up. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is hump day. It is the beginning of the rest. And I'm going to tell you something I heard. I heard this, and I'm going to put it on my freaking wall. Okay? When you change one day to day one, everything changes. I love dreams, and I have many of them. And some of them have taken me decades to accomplish. I'm serious. An overnight success usually does take decades to set up. But friends, when you say, not tomorrow, or someday I'll take the time out and write my book. Oh, no. You got one of these? Got one of these dudes? They're neat dudes. I like them. This is my new one, and the case isn't on right. Give me a second. My phones have to have waterproof cases to tolerate being around me and my lifestyle. These right here. Beware the smiling DM. Yeah. Anyway, these guys. If you have time to go, ticka, I'm going to get an argument on X or Reddit or Facebook. Politic. Pop reference, politic. Type. Stop. You have time to type that. You have time to put, it was a dark and stormy night, yada, yada, yada. Okay? Start writing. Get it done. I believe in you. I believe in them. Thesis, you've got a lot on your plate, a lot you've done. You need to start writing down, even if it's just the notes, your take on your martial arts. Everyone who is an accomplished martial artist, I feel, has an obligation to the art that has served them, that has given them discipline and talent and safety and health. You owe that, dear sir, to write down your take on it, what you've learned, what you use, what works for you, and then, dear sir, you disseminate it. Now, I'm not going to say publish because some of us crazy SOBs put stuff out there for free. And a lot of us do. Anybody who's seen my other channel knows I verbally discuss a lot of it. I also sell it. Make some bank, good sir. Like, get out there and do it because I'm holding you. That accountability, dear friends, dear viewers, beloved digital family, I am going to hold you to because that's what we need. We need somebody who believes in us and loves us and cares, but is also fully willing to kick us in the butt and motivate us. Because I know sometimes I need that. And, right now, these boots are made for kicking. And we've got greetings, and we've got greetings. And I'm going to click through the assorted greetings. 2 minutes warning for the show. Time for the show. Carl is in the dawn conjuring pose. Hey, Nick. Now that's better. Hello, Nama. I hope you're keeping everything so smooth and luxurious. I want forever the mojo to be in the dojo wherever you are, my dear Donna Carleen. And I cannot wait to see you warm our hearts on that cold day in February when everything's going to be a bit better. And speaking of warm hearts and betterness, good morning, Kat Rothelmel. One of my first crushes. You guys, seriously, you are a vision. It's not often that you can get somebody who's a cross between Janis Joplin and Stevie Nicks to come strolling through with an opening played by Heart into your world. but she is a radiant avatar of artistic elevation, and we love her. Happy birthday, Kat. Joe is helping the algorithm over here really quick, too. Well, Joe, I respect and I thrive thanks to your digital technomancy, and I am eternally grateful, you magnificent, wondrous, high-vis dragon in human form. And yes, I intend to draw it. Hey, Carl, how are you doing, good sir? My wife has the same style notebook that she uses at construction sites. When using the correct pen, you can be writing stuff down in the rain without smearing or messing up the paper. It is glorious. And Dawn has been conjured. The added R is purred, so conjured. Ooh, make me roll an R early in the morning. You just feisty little thing. Y'all, I'm in a mood. And these are the links to get the book and the pen to which Joe was talking about. He sent me the link. I sent you the link. And it's Tockert time. Da, 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 da. Go, Tockert time. Bow, 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 bow. I want you motivated. I want you hopped up. I want you excited that you live in a country where you can create. And if you don't live in a country, I admire the fact that you have the courage to create anyway. You just keep it on you. And good morning and Happy New Year, one and all. Good morning, rock and roll art goddess. And good morning. Hey, goddess, happy birthday. Well, Glenn is over here saying, Nick, Glenn, you magnificent maestro of the bygone era, the last man holding to the traditional styles of art in the face of an army of AI. Sir, I applaud you. Painting a cover for Russ Leach and then on to my World War II epic. We need to see it. When you put it, be sure there's a digital option so that us poor folks in America who can't handle the shipping have a shot at getting our furry paws on it. And Glenn's over there making time with Donna, Carly, Carlene. Carl's greeting everyone. It's been repeated. Carl and Dawn. Hello, Dawn. You know what? I'm in the mood to be giving, and I'm thinking we need to remind folks that Dawn is the writer on that little Facebook group of hers. Put the link in the chat, you shy little thing, of Dawn's fashionable felines. There they are. I may revisit those lovely characters at some time this year. I haven't quite decided yet. I feel art bubbling inside me, and that's okay. Sometimes you have to let it bubble, let it simmer, cook it down a bit, low and slow, like a good barbecue or a proper stew. Hey, Glenn, that's right. Sorry, I was distracted that Fitbit bit wasn't syncing and I got a load of steps in yesterday. I want my brownie points, and you should have them, sir. Nonetheless, hey, don't update my apps unless you have tested the updates. Or just don't update them. I miss 1999. There's that word again. Homage. It's not enough that I'm a continent away. You have to forbid nudity to make sure I won't show up. So, look, Johnny, this happens to be an all-ages event. You just have to censor any publicly viewed stuff so that no one gets too offended or litigious. And then you can have that in, closed books and stuff. And you can have some spicy content. It just can't be spicier than the poor gringos coming through. Because we know what you do is hot, Johnny. And everybody's greeting Johnny and getting reserved. Don says, like my spicy books have a parental advisory ribbon on them. We're coming to this from a point of honesty. We've had somebody purchase a book that they weren't ready for and have to come back and politely request a refund. That has happened before. And we're starting to get happy birthday, Cat. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Woo! Glad Nick explained screw it there. Yeah, because we got to feel the barriers breaking, dear friends. Got to feel the barriers breaking. Just let all you have to lose is your chains. Nick knows it's too all. Brain is at the green room already. Some of us never left. Meanwhile, me just zoning out. What got brought up? It happens. You'll have to check back later. Thanks for all the birthday love and playing my ad. Oh, I intend, and you'll get it played at the end too. You are just a joy, and I hope you know it by now. Someone please tell Foxy she can't name my stabbing box that sits next to my computer chair. If we personalize it, then I won't want to get rid of it when it's no longer a viable target. Well, you just add a number and rattle it through. Make it generational. Accountability. Getting my brain prepped for disability hearing. May the force be with you, dear. Learning how to function with this new plan until the docs figure it out. Working on the swag table idea for indiecd.com. You are a busy lady. Keep it up. At Bladed Thesis. Is she naming it Stabby McStabberson? Alex Screw Day for Nick. Oh my God. Not too far off. Hanging pics around the home. Yes, he better not eat my himbo. My himbo garb. No, darling. Friends. Would a DM ever make lovable, meaningful character NPCs that you are attached to and love, and then kill them off at an opportune moment to rend your hearts to pieces? Say you played FF7 in the 90s without saying you played FF7 in the 90s. And Don Dulas I'm for naming it. And she said, and Kat says, as soon as I get one of my several books completed, I will surely share the links. Hugs and kisses. Oh, I'm going to melt. Oh, yes. Anyway, that's the good stuff. Now, if you need assistance, advice, motivation, please reach out to us. What I don't do, what I don't know, I'm sure someone in the chat does. We can make this happen, and I want to see you just. I'd love for Kat to have to do, the talk. Oh no, she's on the talk show circuit promoting her books. Kat Rothermill's on Colbert talking about how to be a cell superstar. Let's do it. Let's see it happen. Foxy says it needs a name and googly eyes. Dawn says I encourage it, folks. No, she didn't say what she encourages. She's just encouraging. And friends, I find that ambiguity both terrifying and delightful. Foxy says, "Mwah ha 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 ha." Alex says, my character saw the big bone baby in his dreams and nightmares. Yes, he did. Cass says, ha 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 ha. I am jumping back and forth between the chats here on Facebook. And speaking of, I think it's time for me to run an ad. So let's run an ad. And because of the holiday, I wasn't really running the creepier ads just because I was trying to keep my spirits somewhat buoyed. It was a difficult one this year. Let's get down and spooky. Well, friends, if you want to be spooked and amused at the same time, I heartily encourage you, dear viewers, to reach out to Carl Witzman and make sure you can get yourself a copy of The Mad Gasser and The Mad Gasser Cheerleader. Um, they're just delightfully terrifying books. And we have some great terrifying books floating around here. Spooky books and fun books, and from the Paranormal Case Files of Bishop Kincaid, the Rembrandt Stratagem. Said it before, I'm going to say it again. That may be the book of 2024. It is really, really an exciting tale. Also, good morning, says Foxy. Good morning, Foxy. It's always good to know you're here because you always live up to your name. Hey, Foxy. But isn't a live dragon, to my knowledge, says Alec, continuing on his statement. But then he saw the spirit of the bone dragon trying to make sure he was awake or not. Yep. Whoa, Nick chastising Aunt Donna hides under the desk. How do I feel about Carl dropping under the desk in my presence when I'm feeling just a little bit more dominant than usual? Yep, I'm okay with that. Moving on. Kat Rothmel says, I'm goal setting this year to complete book 1 of Diary of a Classroom Teacher. Diary of a Classroom Teacher Lockdown by end of the year, if not sooner. Yes, dear. And when you have your work completed, I mentioned a YouTube channel, a bit of phrasing and tweaking to make sure your title works, your subtitle is in place, and your keywords in place will likely ensure better sales. So let's get that on. I have no doubt that your cover is going to be great because you are way too talented at graphic design. It's almost not fair, but I'm pretty sure you're at least part Fae, which just naturally explains your artistic ability. Lisa says, I have an old and retired arrow that she drew a smiley face on the front, fletching that she named Smiley. Evidently, we couldn't shoot it anymore, and now it lives on the shelf above my TV. I understand that. See, I love this. Tip for the con, when we tear down, try to leave the place nicer than you found it, if that makes sense. That's what I grew up with, along with being in the Scouts. Absolutely. Also, no Smiley 2 in my quiver now. There's also a Smiley 2 in my quiver now. Hey, you know what? Nothing wrong with having a sword named Kindness or a smile on your arrow. And Donna says, no need for me to be chastised yet. Well, we shall see. Smiley is awesome and did his service well. Reading the contract on my own right now. Going to read it again with Mom after the show. Absolutely. Peeks at the chat, gets under the desk. That's good, Alec. I used to work setting up tables at local fairgrounds. You would be surprised how many people left the place worse after we tore down. Yes, guys, we want to try to make it as nice as possible because remember, White Boot Arms and Artistry LLC will be liable if something goes wrong. And let's not have my company's first major outing as CEO have problems. And yes, I know we're almost at the end of the first hour. I'm still trucking. Ha ha ha. Sounds like something I would do, Arrow. So definitely need to encourage her behavior. I have a sock hanging next to my computer. Yep. I thought I was going to make the day. Hold on. I'm going to leave that up there. Thought we were going to clear it. You almost cleared the first hour of it, but not the green room, darling. Anyway, Yes, I use terms of endearment to everyone. Deal with it. Anyway, my computer is the size of a donut. Do you use a micro PC? Because I think those things are awfully cool. And isn't the sock supposed to hang from the door handle and not the computer? Oh my. That's a different message, Joe. Also valid. Not with this motley crew. Anyway, just more proof that we belong here, eh, Foxy? Indeed. Welcome to the dark side. Don Dulas has just gone full Sith. Yes. Give in to your dark influences. At least it's you make cookies. Oh, you have no idea how much that just resonates with my past and makes me miss a friend who isn't around anymore. Tacos and sweet drizzle. Not turning down a cookie. I like pie. You can eat unlimited pie. Because the sin of pie is 0. Oh, the sign. Oh, math jokes. Yay, we've corrected Foxy. Foxy thesis to where Nick may have to flash, not the green room. I have won. Well, I already did flash y'all, not the green room. And yes, Lamau, trust me, you didn't corrupt them. They are delightfully wretched in their own ways. Oh, he's done that to us several times since we started watching things. I'm glad you're amused. The pie comment was inside joke with Foxy and I. You can't corrupt anything, Don. I have been corrupt for a long time. Well, we'll see. Hi, friends. I'm running behind today. Missed an edit conference last night. I need energy. Oh, pull the Goku spirit bomb. We will give you the energy you need, darling, because you can get through. You can make it. You can conquer, not just today, not just this week, not just this month, not just this freaking year, but the rest of your life if you allow yourself to reach in and have the motivation to do it. You reach up to the Lord or whatever you choose to perceive he, she, they to be. If you call down that energy and loose yourself on the world as a force of good and creativity, you can do it, ma'am. Okay. I think I cut loose a little bit there. Got a little red in the face. I do love to motivate. Nick, is it okay if I print out the consent form? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Wait, so posting means about writing doesn't count? Dang it. If that counted, good sir, the content I work so hard to provide the secret humor group is going to be delightful. Hey, Kelly. But if that's not okay, I'll work on filling it out next time I see you in person with Nick after Mom and I go over. No. You can fill it out. That's fine. As long as we get it. Morning, Kelly. Okay, guys, y'all stop right here. Zazzle.com/store/rock and roll art world. I have a whole collection of really cool stickers that Cat Rothenmel sent us that I need to put up everywhere. But go there. It's awesome. Get the stickers. Join the rock and roll art army. I'm a member. My tag is somewhere around here. It was up by my Gummer 2020, but you know. Go there. Buy her stuff. Well, hey, everyone else. How's everyone doing? I think we're doing fine. Fair to Midland? Well, we're going to elevate that. I want you guys to be a force of light and change upon this earth. Hey, Kelly. Fair to Midland? Well, yeah, you don't get out in the sun much. I should get that link at my fingertips. Alas, it's not. I guess I should that should be part of my accountability. Rock on. Homage? Isn't that Nick Grant's conjuring word? Conjuring for Nick. Quite possibly. Don, at one time I created a note that had links on it. Now I just mention ndcd.org. That works too. I'm not on there yet. Well, there's a link below you can use. Nope, I've never sold a spicy book to youngin'. I've told a couple they were too young to buy them. I should mention 10% off discount on all Lulu products with code FROSTYFUN10. I really need to check Lulu out, both as a source and as a viewer. Happy birthday, Kat. Hello, everyone. Hello, Chris. You're always popular, and everybody's happy to see Chris with a squee. Yo, I am here. You can start the stream now. Brothers and sisters, I have not paused nor hesitated during the stream, save to promote the occasional brilliant individual in my circle. But good morning, Dr. Crow. Good morning, Chris. Let's see. We got greetings and greetings. Yeah, buy Kelly's stuff. That'll get me more work. And she's great. Yes. Atomic Stories #1 is going to be fabulous. Thanks for the ad and words on the Mad Gasser Cheerleader. You make great stuff. We need to get it out there. Hey, Joe, I'm a little slow today. Yesterday was my first day back to work in 2.5 weeks. It happens to all of us. Hey, Chris, no problem. Wanted to make sure you're aware of that. Most clients just assume it's junk mail. Smile on my arrow sounds like code. Maybe it is, Johnny. Oh, my. Neckbeard. Am I an incel? No, not at all. I'm happily married, and I have no problem with that. But hi, Neckbeard. Behind the coal. Joe, what time is Burning His Love at 7? Is tonight. I believe he said 7, but we'll check. And Neckbeard, touch the all-spark and get the power to all sentient life. Okay, I need to work on my Optimus voice. Thank you. Anyway, as I told someone Friday night, recall that not the green room signs. Well, this is that room. This is green room. And we have 6 p.m. Central tonight, Dawn. If you all saw my piles of clothes, I just did laundry. All my clothes are black and dark colors. Nothing wrong with that. Time for some colors, says the hippie. I am a colorful person. My sense of style, quite the opposite. You are in good company. I used to be like Alec, then Foxy entered my world and killed the dank. It happens. Are you sure on that time, Joe? I'm buying an outfit for Nitsu, my druid character. It's going to be, he's going to have fangs, because why not? Exquisite. No, but that's what I'm going for, since that's what was announced earlier. Makes sense. Lulu discount codes have been known to work for authors buying their own books for sale, so it's sweet. Oh, I did not know that about Lulu. Because my Amazon copies have an ISBN, but Lulu copies might be good for personal purchase. Once me and my players, says Alec, meet in person, they're all from my school. I'm going to be in full Nitsu cosplay. How fun. Absolutely. Okay, just joking. Thank you for all the birthday love. Darling, it's our pleasure and privilege to elevate and escalate your glory. Now, it is an hour into this. It is Wednesday, so I should be switching over to doing some art in the very near future. But I'm going to run an ad before I do to give me a bit of a temporary break. So that means I need to run a slightly lengthy ad. And now I can't find it anymore. Give me a second. Oh, that's bothersome. There it is. That was one of Dan Hollifield's works. It's an amazing book, an amazing opportunity. I let's get to the chat real quick, and then I'll switch over to doing some art. We'll get sorted out. Now, where are we? Oh no, he caught up. Yeah, yes, Art grins. Our Lulu books have ISBNs and barcodes. I am not able currently to afford to purchase ISBNs, so I've used the Amazon books to have their free ISBN attachments so that they can go to libraries, and a lot of libraries are increasingly willing to buy from Amazon. So I got to support libraries whenever possible. I donate copies to the local libraries whenever I get them done. It's a whole thing. Let's see. I streamed last night. My Wi-Fi went out towards the end of the stream, though. Happens to all of us. How could we not send love to our rock and roll art goddess? Stream, but now nice. Well, Foxy, you are known as a Foxy. Your icon is likely a kitsune. If only there were programs where you could get a avatar-like thing to put on. A virtual tuber identity, a VTuber, if you will, from which you would have the comfort of not having to share, your appearance, which, while I respect your boundaries and discomfort with that, and I understand that, I do say it's totally unwarranted. You're a lovely lady. I have borne witness to the glory that is Foxy. However, you have a lot of personality, and if you are not comfortable presenting it through direct contact means, consider that. I've had to have similar conversations with my dear friend Robin Yoda, the Lilac Bunny. She presents all her stuff as narrating the words of a stuffed rabbit. I do wish she would consider going to something like a VTuber, but we'll see. Nice, just streaming my screen and drawing it. Yep. Don't forget, Nick, you do have access approval to use dance music too if you want during the art time with Nick. I always do forget that. Translation, he's getting tired of hearing Feeding the Ducks on loop. But yes, he won't even look at the camera. I see how it is. My freebie jam. Yeah, I see how it is. There's no sound coming out of Joe. His mouth was moving, but there was no sound. So I don't know if he's actually mouthing or having to.
I'm chatting with the good folks in the comments.
Okay. I see how you are. A decent camera can be acquired very cheap. My backup I got as a clearance item. It's floating around here somewhere. Just waiting for the first cat to realize it's past cat lunchtime, which I understand. Not sure how I got into streaming, but pretty sure years of customer service in person on phones help. Absolutely. How may I help you today? I see. I'm going to have to redirect your call. Can't please hold. Yes, I understand. Foxy, you can use avatar static photo on streams. Absolutely. Heck, if you want, reach out, talk to me. I'm sure you could happily commission a certain artist who takes digital commissions to design you a heck of a static image to use if you want. Foxy, just watch Stupid O'Clock. You look spectacular around with those guys around. Was it on camera both times I was a guest on Nick's other show? Set you up something and make jewelry without being. Yes, absolutely. Same as the green room. Dang, Calvin's realized the time. I understand. Actually, if you get a webcam holder like what I use for the Burning is Love, you could just angle it down at the table, which is something I have to see if I can get my webcam to do for the Historical Fencing Guild for the crafting videos people want, if they want it live. Or I can do my cell phone rig and do the videos recorded and then move on. We'll see. Everyone have a great day. Have a great day, Carl. If you get done and want to come back, we'll probably still be here a while. Okay, great show. Got to run for, got to do things for the time being. Got to go. Bye, everyone. Bye, Alex. Sorry you're missing the drawing. And basically, that's what I was thinking, Joe. Hook up a rig and just show her workspace. Absolutely. Bye. Happy hump day. Kitty lunchtime. We'll see you soon. I have to watch my language. I often curse. Your jewelry, it's made with love. Hello, Blue. Hope burning is love. Hope to see you burning love. 6 Central. Drop that link. Joey, be good. Absolutely. First time on the channel. Well, welcome aboard, Blue. I'm about to do some artwork because that's something I do on Wednesdays. And yes, Last Man Standing might be perfect as a start. Good folks in the comments. Always. He's calling us good. Yes. I think the webcam I use for burning came with one, but there stands at a decent price. And welcome. Everyone's welcoming Blue. Found webcam $20 with 5% discount. I'll drop the link to Burning is Love in a bit. Need to get the stream. Thank you for calling Dracos. How may I help you today? So you understand. All right, give me just a moment, folks, because it is Wednesday, and that means we get to switch over modes just a bit to art time, and I will need a jam of some sort. Let me see what is available. Okay, see, I don't have access to the music Joe was talking about because it's not added to my thing. So we will go with...
Hold on.
Hold on.
Oops.
Oh, wow, we're just switching straight. Oh, it's the music is under my Art Time with Nick band. Exquisite. Let's see.
Yeah, that's the only bad part about StreamYard is when you have multiple brands, you have to upload everything in triplicate.
Yes.
That's really the only bad part to StreamYard.
But I love it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just start with the first one, and we'll see if it'll play through. And then we'll get to art. Thank you so much, Joe. Got that. And we have... I'm going to make the art pull down. And I need to check one other thing real quick. And we'll get onto it. Now, just to remind everyone, I've already set it up. My time-lapse is recording. For those of you who are wondering, I am rocking Clip Studio Paint. And this music is by Dan Hallfield, used with permission. We'll see if I get dinged for it. Happy Hunt Day. I try to put a slight emphasis on each U. Very nice. I have a speech impediment, so anything I can get is always challenging. Well, so first we have to do a warm-up, which will probably be a nice landscape. How's that sound? Let's get our Bob Ross on. And I'm going to start, of course, we're on normal layer 1 with spray paint. We're going to go soft. Keep it easy. Let's pick a good color. You know what? Let's have some fun with this. I'm thinking we're going to go sunsetty today, so I have a good range of color. I haven't done the sunset in a while. Let's see. Crap, my spray. Oh, I was doing fine work with my spray. That will never do. Good. I don't have, for some reason, not showing my sizes like I usually do. Now, we're going to just give it a nice, this is a kind of red, it's very muted, red orange. So this is going to give us a very nice either sunrise or sunset, although this has more sunset energy, and I'm here for that. We're just going to sideways spray across. I like to warm up doing digital painting like this before I get into the fine art. the line stuff, because I find that it loosens my arm up. It's almost doubling as a exercise. And let's just, I want a good coverage. I want to keep that light sort of implied clouddom in the far distance. We're going to throw another layer on, and we're going to break back into our colors. That's the set I like. I just like to see that way. It's a little simpler on the eyes. And we're based here, so we can work around it real easy. So we're going to go to the red, and I think we're going to shrink the brush down a bit. Maybe not that much. There we go. Nice 50 brush. And let's see. I'm looking at the clouds to figure out which way the wind wants to be prevailing. So what we'll do is keep them flat on the bottom, straight across, and arc it up. We're going to just keep the layers, and we're just circling it around. Very simple. Now we want to make sure that we're working all the way to the edge, because we want that feeling of progression. Lines are just being drawn out, so we'll just thin this one here. Now bulk it just a bit, and we'll add one. Actually, I might go, well, we'll add one up here, understanding that I may go darker with it in a bit. Oh, well, I like that. That's good. And it says, Indy says, so Blue, are you creative of sorts? If so, what do you create? Let us all know. Yes, absolutely, please. Because we are all about supporting creatives and artists and other blessed lunatics out here, helping folks find their way. Now, this is a sunset, so we know the sun is going to be beaming from the bottom. I haven't really bothered with the sun proper. I'm not sure how much I'm going to do with it, but we'll let it affect the clouds just a bit. And this is just to give us a nice... Remember, whenever you're doing large lines, you want the motion to be in your shoulder, okay? You want the motion to always start in your shoulder for big, smooth lines. There we go. There, give it a little sliver. This is nice. I like this. We can work with this. Alrighty, now we need to decide what kind of scenery we have, so we're going to add another layer. We're still keeping it real simple. This is all normal layers. I see a mistake I made, so I'm going to go back and remember, we want to go all the way to the corners. It doesn't matter as much on the bottom because I'm going to make some changes, but okay, back to our layer. We're going to switch our brush to another one of my favorites, the thick oil paint. I'm going to jump it up to about a 20 because the 12 is a little small. And we need to grab our base color for the brown. I'm going to start with a fairly dark brown. Actually, do I want to go color? I think I actually want to go mono on this and silhouette it. So we're going to go straight to black. Just going to cut across. Now the reason I'm cutting to black, see that's cut across fully, save myself a little time with the fill tool, is it allows for the silhouetting of whatever I want to put up. So now we have to decide what kind of terrain. Now I'm thinking we need, of course, some happy trees. So we're going to cut down right here. We need at least a couple happy trees. And I'm not really feeling, do I want it to be the dark evergreens, or do we want light? And Foxy says I'm refining my skill in drawing and making jewelry. Excellent. So what we'll do is we'll just keep this simple. Add a second bar, sweep it out a bit, and we'll just pull all the way up. Now, I'm going to, again, save myself some time if I can keep this nice and closed. Grab the fill tool, boom. Now we've got a good line. Now what I'm going to attempt, I have not done before, so bear with me, but I believe, is this where the pointillism? No. To remember where the pointillism brush lives. Ah, right next to there. Normally I use the pointillism brush, oh, that already tells me everything I need to know right there. That's going to work great. To add, I wanted to see I couldn't use it still in the blacks and grays, and it works better than I expected. But I need to go back to the thick brush to keep this image a little more interesting. So we're going to add a few branches that just sort of vanish into the pointillism brush. And maybe we're going to add a layer. Yeah, I think I'll add, this will imply a second layer where I will get my pointillism brush back and just do this. This makes the tree a little more dynamic. That's nice. It's fast, it's simple. And it says very southwest looking, Nick. Okay. Thank you. It's been a long time since I've been in the Southwest. And thesis says I may commission one of the brilliant authors to draw my Tiefling and D&D character. I haven't got a chance to play him in a couple of years, so he's rattling around. I am open to a few slots worth of commission work I could do. See, I'm going to undo that because I made it look too regular. Now, because this brush is, of course, so awesome, I can save some time and add some shrubbery down at the bottom. And it instantly kind of gives that edge of the prairie feel. And what I'm using is just the edge of the pointillism brush to give me that roughness. But the light still slightly comes through. It's a wonderful, fast tool. It's so good, it's almost a cheat. We have this tree. We have the sun setting. It's beautiful. We have to think what else this picture needs, because it's still lacking an element or two. And I'm not quite sure, because I could easily just go, oh, and again, I'm just switching back to my thick oil paint. Kind of tempted to put a house out here. Actually, yes. Yes. Let me, is that where I want it? I want to move it over or something. Oh, we'll see. And, this is a very simple house shape. And I'm deliberately only really worried about the outline of it, because, of course, much of this will be swallowed by the fact that this is, of course, that's going to leak. We don't want that to leak. Let's see, give me my brush back. When I say leak, if I had hit the fill button, it would have swamped the whole thing black, and we don't want that. So, let's see if I've got it right. That's good enough for what we're doing, because I can come back to my paintbrush. I'm going to just darken this shape right here, and then I'm going to take a very not quite dark, I'm going to cut in. See? I'm using the off black cut in with the light, the foreseeable edges, the form of the building a little bit better. And then I'm going to come in with the bright yellow. And just lightly add some windows. They stand out. Ghost out the door. Now we're just easing the shapes in. I could be more refined, but you know, it doesn't need to be perfect. Alrighty. And then I want to do something else. Go back to my black. It needed an element that I didn't quite. Element of. Respect. Let's see, actually I have to undo that one because that was a tangent. By putting that there, it made, I'm going to see if I like this. Need much finer. And can I get rid of that? There we go. I'm going to tell you the best thing in the world is the undo button. Few things are as useful as the undo button. I'll put this flow as an observer. I may. Now, keeping it simple, working on just silhouettes is a great way to get a feel for your artwork. I like this. I like this piece a lot. It's a fun piece. It just has that very Western sort of picture. You have scaling. This is a fun picture. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I think I'm going to file save as. 1 second. Checking the fence. This one sort of channeled that old Eagles song, Desperado, in my mind. Oh, wait. I'm going to hit save. I forgot something. I need to grab probably that color. if I've ever tried to sign with this paintbrush before. Experimenting, friends. Art should be free. It should be experimenting. It should be liberating. It should tell a story. Okay, so we'll file, save that. File, export single layer ping. I will use that to put it up on my DeviantArt. That's www.deviantart.com/NickT. That's one word. And we will export the time lapse. I will put that. If you're new to this channel and you're watching this, the many of the time lapses actually are available in a playlist, and I have hundreds of time lapses where you can just watch the picture draw itself. And I talk people through how I do my paintings and stuff. Some come out better than others, you know, but that's the nature of art. You're always more experienced having come through it. This one has good textures, good lines. I've did all the stuff I have to do. I just need to do one more thing, which is add Nevermind the Furthermore, and I will fix this momentarily. Why is it being persnickety? I have to highlight everything. Pull it down to it's a much more reasonable size. We'll put it right there. And looking at my calendar, 8. Okay, cool. We will export this one, single layer, PNG, as NTF. One 8/24, which means this will be the thumbnail for Monday. 1 down, 2 to go. Let's add another. Let's close this up. I'll save it because I can turn the other part off later. New. Now, once again, we are using the 1280 by 72 600 resolution. It works really well for the thumbnails. Because I have to do it manually, I hit record time lapse. Something I titled here. Alrighty. Now, this one. What did my styles go? Alright. This one's going to be a little different because it is the hump day one, it is the Wednesday one, and we have our own Kat Rothermel is going to be, it's her birthday, so I probably should do an homage picture of her. It's been a while since I did one. Last time I tried to draw the rock and roll art goddess, she did look a bit Statue of Liberty-esque. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want to draw her. Now we're going to go to pens. Now I will tell you this, if you use Clip Studio Paint, and feel free to chat while I do this, there's no need to be quiet. I will be talking to the chat about what we do. But if you use Clip Studio Paint, please download Zero, download the Good Pen. These are free things you can acquire. But Zero is basically my favorite pen because it feels like that inking pen you always wanted. I don't want to do this in red. Use light blue. And we'll just do quick sketch line for a face. This. Again, the bean comes in. Just a bit of a silhouette, so to speak. go. Kat is an amazing lady who's done so much for so many that it's a real privilege to get to draw her. So we'll just throw this. We're going to keep this pose easy, guys. I'm not going to stress myself too much. Now I'm framing in the hair a bit. Because right now, her hair kind of reminds me of the lady from The Incredibles. I can't remember her name offhand. Edna, I think. Except her hair changes color frequently. So we're going to do this. She has bangs, and she's one of the people I know who totally rock them. So we'll do this. Yes, my anime is going to show out. I'm an old anime artist. This happens. Eye lines. Yay! Now, I'm not sure about the placement on my reference here, so I may have to move the facial center. Yeah, I'm going to move the facial center just a bit. Let me give her a big chin. It's a round chin. That works. Her eyes in there. Now, the thing is, I can never guarantee what hair color she may have because it changes so frequently, which is delightful. You have to have a grit. You have to be like an absolute winner of the grin. There we go. And then eyebrows. And then her glasses game. You do not understand how awesome her glasses game can be. I'm going to go with thick rectangles because they rock, but her glasses game is something else. Now, fashion-wise, she's an interesting case because, oops, I bumped my zoom button there. Kat usually has to wear school-appropriate things, and because she's an art teacher, I don't want to say somewhat disposable things, but things that are going to have things spilled on them, etc. So it's rather challenging sometimes to really define what her style could be, so we'll keep it simple. A nice t-shirt, give it a bit of scoop neck, nothing crazy. This on down. She's definitely doing the whilst talking, half sat on the desk routine, because that is a very Cat thing to do. She's got just a bit of classic punk in her, so I'll put the tied off flannel. And then we have to figure out how I want to do Rock and Roll Art Goddess logo. So we'll play with that. I'll play with that in a bit. So we have our blues. The blues aren't bad. I'm rather pleased with them. They're not perfect, but that's fine. Now we're going to come back over here, we're going to grab our blacks, and we're going to zoom in and just go to work. And again, feel free to chat. I am set up where I can see the chat easily. You don't need to be quiet. Or, because after this it will be asking what you guys want to play. Because her I Make a Game is always superb. Go her eye. Go. Enough eyebrow to be expressive. There we are. I have to remember to breathe because I'm in the habit of holding my breath when I'm inking, which is fine, except for the fact that I forget that I am not inking when I'm doing it digital. So to stabilize my hand, I tend to forget to breathe, which is fun. But just a bit more look for that. There we go. There, very nice, very nice. Now, big honking. Let me put a little bit of cap here for those classics. She loves her big honking classics. Do that. Do that. I'm going to caviar this one just a bit. Yes. Now we'll get to her hair. I'm just going to start right here. Instead of shaping it or anything, I'm just going to go. Because she loves a nice, like, shag. It's very dynamic. It's very moving. And she doesn't tolerate, like, unnecessary length at all. So her hair tends to be just a touch more dynamic than a lot of people expect. A lot of times she's got these side bangs that cover her ears, so I have to remember those. And then we're going to come up and just close off her head a bit. And let's, yeah, gotta have that, again, that spiky, almost shaggy look. I've got her eye. Let's do that so it doesn't look creepy to me. Close that up. Close that up. See if we can't make my coloring of this a little easier. But I'm going to give the shag to the back. The shag to the back. Let's come out more. There we go. Dynamic hair. Keep it dynamic. Keep it moving, folks. Okay, now we're neck, wraps by her shoulders, hoop line. And yes, I'm using a lot of shapes I am moderately familiar with to accomplish what I'm looking for. But I'm gonna have to play with her logo. That's fine. Play with the logo. Back. I'll play with the. There we go. I'm taking the time to add a little bit more fold lines. Make sure the knot looks like it could actually be a knot. In the tied off flannel. There we go. Like that. Add just a little bit of tone line on the side. Let's get her arms done. Pinch line. There we go. It's over. Oops. Drew on there unintentionally. That is why the undo button is king. Big motions. Big motions. Because big motions give you strong lines. And you'll notice always when I'm doing a big motion, if you listen carefully, even if I don't do it, I'll go, and that's because Commander Mark Kistler of The Secret City, which was a PBS program with Mark Kistler, who's an amazing cartoonist, and I learned so much from him. I think he should be ranked up there, at least for me, with Mr. Rogers and Ken Koepp. I learned a lot from PBS. Am I cheaping out and hiding the hands so I don't have to fight them right now? Yes. Am I ashamed of that? No. It actually worked pretty well for the pose. It's not giving me issue. I'm not fighting it. Now, we're going to put a big, I want to redo her logo a bit. It's hard because, you know, fine tune this. Give me a second. Oh, I can fix that. There we are. And we'll just anytime I can freehand a star without having to, this is insane. What size pretty damn. I need control oil. Even a bit, not have to draw the full swoops makes me happy. Alrighty, let's zoom, because I think I forgot her offhand shoulder. Actually, I can't remember if she's right-handed or left-handed. Anyway, there we go. Now let's zoom back out. And now we'll come down here. I guess I'll start with this and start the hand. It's a little, those lines need to be moved or raised because mine is off. That's one. It's hard doing this without proper reference, but my memory's pretty good. Give that little bit for the fans. Okay, now let's zap the white, hide the blue layer, see what we're dealing with. Excellent. We're going here. Now, no, we're making ourselves a multiply layer. We're going to grab our markers, Millipen. Millipen is not pressure sensitive. Oh, and let's see. I've got a bit of comments to go through. Breathing is good. Amateur. I stop my heartbeat for better accuracy. Mine slows way down, and I get in trouble for that too. If I'm doing Sharpies, Mandy worries that I'm dead while I'm doing it. Anyway, I can somewhat regulate mine if I think about it. Oh, absolutely. I stop breathing sometimes during form, but only if I'm hyper-focusing on my body movements. I just let everything flow naturally. It's not a problem. Understood. You go whoop. Yep, little whoop. There are times when I quit breathing, but since they're not at breathing, oh no. Quick, tell those times before he starts paying attention. Too late. I'm just that good, Johnny. Wow. I congratulate you on your skills. Anything, practice makes perfect. Oh my. And Joe has to be off. Got some things to do. Have a great day. You have a great day, Joe. Good seeing you, sir. I have a bit of participation art to do, and we'll be on that. If you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me. So now, we're just gonna use the gray to add some shadow lines, frame her face a bit, darken wherever what color her hair is going to be, add a little down here, because if I'm not sure, I put a mostly overhead light. It makes things simple. I missed some on the inking, but that's okay. It's okay, it's art. Art should be fun. There we go. I don't want a lot of shade lines. I think I need it. There we go. And a little bit there. A little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. And then a little bit here, a little bit here. No, I know. And then, I know it's ugly, but I come back with my eraser and I clean up the shade line. little swoops to make them seem more natural. There we go. Not too big one. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And Foxy saying, "See you, Joe. We are always glad to see Joe come by." Add a layer. Blend mode multiply. Let's hit some color on this mess. What color? I'm trying to remember her skin tone. So we will go mostly light. Use right hand. A lot of us archetype can be rather pale because we don't spend enough time in the sun. Not always, but a lot of times. I miss the sun so much I have to take meds for it, but that's it. I also have to be careful because I burn instantly if I go out. The sun found out I was flammable in my youth and has been trying to zap me ever since. Now, we need one color for cat. And I'll erase this while I think what color her hair is going to be. I think I want to go with. I just feel like I'm compelled to go with this pink. And just absolutely compelled to go with this pink. And then I may play with it. I may add some frosted tips or something like that. Because she does change her hair fairly consistently. I just want to actually. I have a couple people that I lovingly refer to as my hair crew because I follow them and they're always doing amazing things with their hair and in their fashion. And I tell most of them, look, you're lovely. You should do something like this more professionally. But it happens. Hello, Matthew Crikey. See you coming in. And little army shirt. Actually, let's go for almost all drab because it is a rock and roll army shirt. And then paying homage to one of my favorite people. There's that word again. But I'm glad to see people coming in, chatting. We're almost done with the second hour. Oh, we are talking right now. I've been talkative lately, so I need to take a second. I'm going to run an ad because I haven't run an ad in a while. And let's see. Oh, I don't know what's on this map. Okay, so I have to go here. I have to go back to here. And then I have to run an ad. Let's see, who needs an ad? Cindy Cat. Oh, music stopped. Alrighty. Whoop. Sorry about that. I had to make a run, and I forgot that was a 1:30, not a 2-minute commercial. So there we go. We are right back into it. And yes, I probably could use the fill tool, but when I'm doing a picture like this, I kind of enjoy just the act of coloring. It's fun. Let me go back. Get over on the right screen. Back to this so I can turn the music back on. And let's run the second track. Now, these are all done by Dan Hollifield. They are amazing. And we see some light chatting going on. I like light chatting. Light chatting is good. I need a dark red because this would be... There we go. I said I wanted to close her hair a little bit. I think I'm going to use, I may need a much smaller brush. I want to have just a bit of noise. And I can do some fine erasing at the end. I see some holidays that need work. Fun, and I think it's going to be wow, it's such a dramatic moment. A little bit of slides unlighted. Got to love a little bit of dim lighting. Just a hint of dim lighting will make this piece top feel more three-dimensional. Let's see what you can see it. See what I mean? This is highlights. And you get very, very, very close, almost pixels. I may actually have to sneak with this one. This color I want. There we go. Yeah, that's all enough. That's fine. That's good. There we go. Okay, one. Standard. Whoa. Like this one. Dynamic. That's not a word it should be. There we go. Nice, simple. Let me do a quick erase. Happy birthday, Cat. And let's see what's been going on. Hi. Matthew's trying to think of how to end his comic. Always end your comic or anything else you do Wait, sorry, I scrolled up. That's my scroll bump. Always be sure to leave a few threads on anything you write so that you can have a follow through. It's basically X-Files meets Rumpelstiltskin. Perfect. You definitely want an option for something to go wrong later. Leave a few threads, not plot holes, but threads. And okay, supernatural Rumpelstiltskin. Even I don't know what happens in kind of stuff. Maybe they all live more thought. Having it different for people in 22 days. That could be very challenging. Would it be better at 48? I mean, if you're going indie, you don't necessarily have to follow the same. Adding another layer, and I'm going to grab the shape button. You don't have to follow the same standard. This. I know I lost the distance on my outer line, but I'm going to do a repaint later. I've been fixing it, I've done fixing it. But yeah, I would not worry too much. I like having good planning, but grab the wrong color from my marker bank. Plug that in. I'm going to go black, and then whoops. There. Now I'm going to be working more on my outlining of things, because in the very near future I have to design a whole bunch of new buttons or badges, depending on what you call the little pins that people collect and wear. I make them as part of my stuff for the convention, so I can make cute new pins. But here, there we go. Just use up lines that need a little bit of line. Having to deal with the fill tool. There we go. So. Okay, so it came out a little Scott Pilgrim. Oh, the music's getting loud? Okay, I'm sorry. Let me fix that. Oh, I am so sorry. Where am I? Here. Here I am. How loud is the music? Sorry about the music drowning me out. I can't tell. Okay, let's see. Is that better? Okay. Anyway, this came out a little Scott Pilgrim Saves the World, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to go one more layer. I'm at the same rectangle tool I used before. And I want to see, do I want a big, chunky rectangle? I don't like that. So, let me just erase for the breakthrough. over here. I like that, friends. Let's zoom out. Let's see how that looks. Let me see something. Just grab this. Nope, that's not the one I want to grab. I want the upscaling of it. Undo. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Cancel, because I'm only grabbing this layer. And let's look at all this. Okay. I can only do that when everything is compressed back down. That's fine. But I think I am going to do that, so that means I come here to the blue layer, delete it. Yes, that's gone. Come up here to the top layer. Merge, 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 merge. Now it's all one. So now, I should be able to do bonk, bonk. Play with this a little bit. Because, oops, I may have accidentally made merch for her. Oh, darn. Now, but yes, apply the transformation. Deselect. Now, the tricky part becomes fixing the rectangle. And I can't quite get it right. Just that's the way. I just yeah, that's not bad. Come back here again. Whoa! I did that on the wrong layer. The bane of why, and it is not undoing. There we go. Add a layer. Aha! Victory! I'm here. Make this square. Okay. Now we come over here with our eraser. Now, guys, okay, so I'm hoping that works better. This is something that, wrong pen. Fix some holidays real fast. Undo because I forgot what tool I'm using. Maybe a little more delta if I want to. There we go. I hope Kat loves this. Because Lord knows we love her. Let's see, house placement. It's not bad. And I need to signify this. Pen 0. Helps to go the right color. Well, you got to play with your signature a little bit. Feel it out, see what feels good. I like this one. Let's see. And I'm watching you guys. Let me rephrase. I know how the story ends, I just don't know how to limit the story to 22 pages. Then don't make it a trilogy, but I'm still working on it. Okay. That is one of the hardest parts of editing. So, go here. I was worried. Export single layer. Oh wait, let's just save. And we'll call this Cat Earth Day 24. Boom. File. Single layer PNG. Yes, I will probably be shrinking that for art publication because I have plans. File. Export time lapse. Boom. You want to do that. Give it a second. Okay. It's interesting the conversation that's going on. Art, time, lapse. Here we go. And what happened is I slid away from my my mouse setup, and we're gonna go boom, boom. Why won't it let me do that? That's interesting. Let's just add a layer. Let's go. Right. That's odd. For some reason, it's not letting me add the text. Oh, wait, now it is. There we go. It just needed a second. Furthermore. And yes, I will be changing the text. Don't worry, the text isn't going to stay this big. Oh, hello, Miss Saren. Glad to see you in the chat. Okay. Be nice, Johnny. And we'll just check here. Oh, give me a second. That's too small. Think about this a bit. I like that. All right, so export single layer PNG NTF 11024. And that leaves me the Friday one. Cool. Okay, I'm running late, but we need one more. Go and new. Okay, close this real quick. Yes, we can save because I actually really like the way that looked. One more. Okay, and we have. Let's see. Well, let me check something. No, my mic is set up. Oh, I see. Probably afternoon. Be nice, Johnny. Look at what day is. Want to make a carnivorous flower? Oh, you guys give me the best. So Friday is Carnivorous Flower Day. Okay. Okay, we're good. Yep. We're here. It was a good one. You'll want to catch the reruns. Or at least the art time lapses in my art time lapse playlist. Let's see. First we need a pen. We need a blue. Carnivorous flower. I overthought the arm for a second, that's all. Carnivorous flower. Now let's see. Wait. At least I was here for the last one. Nom nom nom. I try. Feels unnatural. It's okay. Necky's my favorite bully. Giant just shotting. Oh, I know. Why do I see this flower making it one of the D&D games? Don't suck. You have no idea how accurate you are. It's already. Do you have any ducks? Sorry, no ducks. Got any grapes? And he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle, to the very next day. Okay. I like the song that's playing because it has a faint it has a faint tie to one of my favorite anime. Like every once in a while it hits some notes that sound familiar. I got kind of pulled into a picture. But you guys wanted for Friday a carnivorous flower, so I have, of course, provided. Just draw her real fast. Now we're on the actual art layer. As you can see, even though we're hitting the coldest of months, I'm thinking spring. I like those lines. There we go. Elbow's not right, Nick. It looks creepy. You're off scale because you haven't been drawing little kids in a while. Little kids are kind of off scale. There we go. Whoop. Whoop. Now we have a little girl and her little dolly. Happy little watering pot. Got a funky angle, but I don't care. And we've got her little flower pot. And we'll just start drawing in the actual carnivorous plant. Oh, gotta remember it's dirt. Just remember the dirt for the carnivorous plant. And see, what I love is when somebody gives me a random prompt like that, I get a whole story. I don't like that file. Hold on. They're really playing with her little bunny. Her little bunny. It's a cute bunny. I like the bunny. Meanwhile, her plant is devouring the bad man who offered her candy. Because she knows not to take candy and things from strangers. It doesn't have eyes, but I like the fact that it has like the thought of an eye, just to make you wonder. I'll do. I love the reptilian jawline kind of thing. And the fact that the mask doesn't work at all. That's very nice. I like that the mask doesn't work at all. Let's see. And yes, it's a good guard plant. So we'll just finish this guy's shoes. And we'll do this picture. There we go. This is one of those that will make Carl Witzman go, what happened now? And make a new chapter in the ongoing secret book of his psychological studies of yours truly. Which is fine. I like to keep people amused. And I want to give that kind of like expanding feeling to the Koepp. This is a fun picture. I mean, this is just a genuinely fun little picture. I'm sure people will wonder what the heck is going on. I like that spout, though. Let's just make this more teapot looking. That works. Okay. Water drop on there for style. There. Okay, so and I have to do this. Like there. Black that part out. Have another set of things there. So you know, like the horror, oh the humanity, Give him some shoelaces. Need to raise that a little bit. There we go. And we are almost done with this part. Okay, let's zap the blues. Didn't expect to have any trouble getting rid of the blues today. There we are. And we'll do a quick color job on this, I think. Brush. And we'll go. Some nice green. Whoop. multiply layer. I really hope I remember to record this one. Let me see. Oh, I forgot to hit record time lapse. Fine. We'll get the coloring on it then. That's fine. I'll take a partial over a non any day. I'll do this because this isn't terribly serious. And then we'll come back over here. We'll go with darker green. We'll jump in a bump. And I need a bigger pen for this. Marker size. Why are you doing the Elvis? I just need my dots. Thank you. 30. And we're just gonna color it in. Is his name George? His name. You want George on the pot? That could happen. George the Garden Plant. It's a shame Alec isn't over here. Alec would love this. We're just coloring George the Guard Plant. George is a good name. I'll call him George. And love him and cuddle him and feed him illegal intruders. Use another color for. That's a good color. I like that color. I meant to say leaves, but calling them wings makes this even more terrifying. Because now his name is, he's George, but he could be a flying. Let me do this. Plant for some reason, and that just hits every button of joy. As you can see, I'm more of a goofy cartoonist at heart than I am serious comic book guy. Although I have some comic work that needs to be done in the next month or so. So there'll be some surprises coming out of me in the near future. Sorry if my voice is a little croaky today. After the second hour, my voice gets a little strained. I'm still recovering from having been as sick as I was. And we'll just color in his boots. I bungled that back one, but it's still amusing. Now we'll come over here and give a nice light pink for her dress. And my marker's too big for what I'm doing. Hold on. There we go. Get her skin tone in. I'll fix her eyes in a second, that's fine. There you go. Get some of these holidays. There we go. We'll make her funny this color. Oh. George the Guard Plant. Sick of George. I'm gonna add the George. Don't worry. I'm gonna add the George. I just have to go back to the inking lines for it. And we'll go back here, black. No, not that, those tools. And since I'm here, I'm going to do some black work. Just like a little bit of black work to further define the art. This is definitely the kind of art you want to find. There we go. I just needed a fatter pen. Perfect. Down here. Thank you for the use of the music, Dan Hollifield. You can get all his music on Bandcamp. I don't have the link handy, but just look up Dan Hollifield Bandcamp. Now, some of these are inspired by Detective Story, and I cannot remember which ones are, but he's done some amazing things. Please keep track of Dan Hollifield and his music and his writing, and realize it may make you feel a little insufficient, but that's okay. He's had to jump on time on it. And very soon he will be retired, so he'll have more time to do amazing things. Okay, so we have George, and I'm going to come over here with a big fat marker. I feel this is needed. A little bit of cleanup here. There's just a little bit of cleanup that needs done. And thus is the tale of George. I need to sign this bad boy. No, wrong thing to do there. 0 at 50 is not something I need. 0 at 8 I do. I'm not even sure where I want to sign this picture. Let me think about this for a second. Well, I'm using gray. And yet that works so well. Okay. I'm not even going to bash it. Anyhow, go back to black. The Friday pictures tend to get a little interesting anyway, around here. Four. Alrighty, and we'll come over here. We'll save as George the Guard Plant. Capitalize that T next so it looks professional. Grip T. And there we go. Save. Now come over here, file. For single layer ping. I may clean this one up later a bit, but we'll see. It was fun for a live stream. Time lapse. We can export at least the coloring part of the time lapse. That's fine by me. We'll just call it a coloring time lapse. Haha. And now that that's done and that's done, all that remains is to come here, and never mind the furthermore. Here, like this. Pull it down to. Oh, I have to highlight everything. Pull it down. Okay, that's making me C6. There, that'll do. And we'll just apply that. Close that. Get that there. And actually, let's move that because I think it needs to be. Boom. File, export single layer, PNG. There we go. NTF. Where are we at? 110 23. 24. I made it this far and I didn't make that mistake. Okay, cool. I will hit enter. What? No. What happened? That's odd. What happened? One 10-24. Oh, I must have. We'll say -1 because I don't know why this is being weird. Oh, I don't know why it's being weird, but that's just code so I can find it. Oh, Kat. Okay. Kat, did you get to see your picture? Let me see. I'm gonna say open. There you go. That's your gift art, Kat. I'm gonna send it to you. I just wanted to make sure it was closed up enough. You don't have to have the Nevermind the Furthermore, but we were thinking of you. Alrighty, folks, I have been streaming for nearly 3 hours. I have a lot I'm behind on. So I'm thinking, let me see. George the Guard plant is all set up. Yeah, I'll save it. Close that. And we're back, and unfortunately I have some brand issues I have to straighten out. Nope. There we are. And with that, I'm going to cut the music if you guys don't mind. There we are. I hope you guys have had fun. This was a longer stream than I intended, but we got some great art. Let me check the comments real quick, see if anybody's chatting. And I'm so glad his friend Most Pet. And yes, we guys I'll have the art available very soon. Next week's all set up now, so I can go into the Friday show calm. Remember, we talked about a lot of the work we need to do. So let's try to research what we need to make our stuff better. And then write, draw, do what you love, guys. Because what you love matters. Now, let me run an ad or two. And we'll wrap everything up. Because I owe you guys the end of shift ads. And yes, that means you get one more because it's Kat's birthday.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Let me show what her art. Kat's an amazing creator, an amazing educator, just an amazing person. So I'm giving her the highlight for the closing ads this week. It looks like everybody's having a wonderful stream. So I will see you guys all next Friday at 10 a.m. for another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. At some point, I want to start doing more art time with Nick, just random draw sessions, but because I have a lot of projects. But I'm going to wait. So as they get coming, keep open. With that being said, keep drawing, keep creating, keep editing, because you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you guys, and you should too. Toodles.